Hi students, in this session I am going to explain about E1 elimination reaction. What is elimination reactions? Elimination reaction means elimination or removal of HX from alkyl halide to form alkene. Now, write the elimination reaction. Elimination reaction means elimination or removal of HX from alkyl halide to form alkene is called elimination reaction. This reaction is also called beta elimination reaction, and it is also called dehydrohalogenation, etc. These elimination reactions are two type. They are E1 elimination and E2 elimination, but the end product of the two reactions are alkene. What type of alkene it is? It is highly substituted alkene. See what type of alkene it is. It is highly substituted reaction. Before going to explain about E1 and E2 reaction, I will say some basic things that are factors for E1 and E2 reaction. Yes, now factors. E1, E2. What are the factors influence the E1 and E2 reaction? Yes, first factor is for E1 reaction, alkyl halide. Which type of alkyl halides favors E1 and E2 reaction? Let's see now. Alkyl halides for E1 reaction, tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. For E2 reaction, tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Both are same. Now, bases. What type of bases are helpful for E1 and E2 reaction? For E1 reaction, weak bases are favor. Weak bases favors for E1 reaction. Strong bases favors for E2 reaction. What are the weak bases? Weak bases are nothing but like water, aqueous alcohols, methyl alcohols, etc. What are strong bases? Strong bases is nothing but alcoholic KOH. It is the most popular example for strong base. Yes. Now, E1 reaction takes place in two steps. It takes place in two steps. But E2 reaction occurs in single step. It occurs in single step. Yes. In E1 reaction, rate depends on both concentration of depends on concentration of reactant. But in E2 reaction, rate depends on concentration of reactant and concentration of nucleophile. Yes, see students, these are the elimination reaction E1 and E2. In E1, rate depends on only reactant. In E2, rate depends on both concentration of reactant and nucleophile. So it is the rate determining step. It contains rate determining step. Yes, E1 reaction involves rate determining. Now I am going to explain about E1 and E2 reaction with examples. Yes, first I will explain E1 reaction. Yes, for suppose we take tertiary alkyl halide. Here CH3 is written as CH2H for our convenience. Here our halogen atom is there. So now base is water. We can write water as HOH. Here due to high electronegativity, halogen is removed as X minus. Okay, and again this hydrogen and water also removed as H3O plus. Now we get a product alkene. It make double bond with CH2. We get a product alkene. Okay. Yes, this reaction will not occur in single step. It occurs in two steps. Now I will explain the mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism. See friends, in first step what is going to be happen? For suppose tertiary alkyl halide is there. Yes, here we can write CH3. We can write CH3 as CH2H for our convenience. Here halogen atom is there. For due to high electronegativity, halogen atom is removed as X minus, and here carbon get a positive charge. So we get a carbocation here. In first step we get carbocation. Carbocation is formed. It is the slow step and rate determining step. Slow and rate determining step. See students, in here in first step carbocation is formed, halogen is removed. In second step what will happen? In second step carbocation and base, that means water we can write as HOH. Here CH3 also we can write as CH2H for our convenience. Here hydrogen and water along with water is removed as H3O minus. H3O plus. See students, in second step hydrogen is removed along with water. Here hydration, water is removed, so dehydration will happen. In this first step dehalogenation is happen. Now we can get product alkene. It make double bond with CH2. See students, in first I will say these reactions are also called dehydrohalogenation reactions because here halogen and water is removed in this reaction. That's why these are called dehydrohalogenation reactions, and these are also called as beta elimination reactions. Why they are it is called as because here hydrogen is removed from beta carbon atom. That is alpha carbon atom. This is beta carbon atom. From beta carbon atom we remove hydrogen. That's why these are called beta elimination reactions. Yes. Now see student, I will explain E2 reaction. E2 reaction with example. E2 reaction. E1 reaction occur in two steps, but E2 reaction occurs in single step. For example, you take a alkyl halide CH3, CH3. This CH3 is written as CH2H for our colorness. Halogen is there. In this reaction, removal of halogen and removal of water are taken place at simultaneously because of strong base, alcoholic KOH. Because of strong base, this both removal of halogen and removal of hydrogen occur simultaneously and formation of alkene also. Here KOH gives OH minus as nucleophile. OH minus as nucleophile. Yes, now this hydrogen due to high electronegativity and water removed simultaneously, we got a product like this. CH3 alkene. We got a alkene as a product and X minus and H2O are byproducts. I hope that this will understand to you. This reaction, there may be chances of formation of two products at a time. So to find out the major and minor product, these reactions follow some rules, that is Sergeff rule and Hofmann's rule. I explain Sergeff rule and Hofmann's rule next video.